Guys, forget the ghost and goblin for Halloween and instead opt to be the mad scientist. Hattie DeJamal is going into the lab for some hair-raising and mind-expanding spooky science experiments.
Getting kids interested in science early can have all sorts of benefits, and Halloween is a perfect time to trick them into liking it.
We hear so much spooky stuff, we see spooky stuff, and at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of science.
Jason Lindsay, host of Hooked on Science, concocts a few spooky experiments sure to fascinate them. Let's start with the dissolving witch.
I have right here a big gigantic stack of styrofoam cups. On top, I put a witch's hat.
Then fill a big jar with
Something that you might use to remove fingernail polish. That's called acetone.
drop your styrofoam witch into the jar and
The styrofoam cups are made of small pieces, and those small pieces are coming apart because of the acetone.
the smallest unit of matter is the atom.
Put together atoms and you get molecules. So we put together a bunch of pieces to get what we call styrofoam cups. And those styrofoam cups are bonded together,
The acetone unlocks the bond.
allowing those pieces to slide against each other, and we get a goopy, dissolved witch.
Next up, the haunted baby bottle.
On the inside, I have some water. What I have here are 2 Alka-Seltzer tablets. We add water to them. They start to fizz, they start to bubble, they create a chemical reaction, gas.
Drop the 2 tablets into the bottle.
I'm going to screw the top on, and then I'm going to slowly rock this back and forth, and you're going to notice something happening to the bottle.
As you mix it, you speed up the chemical reaction inside.
There's a spirit in the bottle. Do you see that? It's kind of spooky. It keeps expanding.
Then grab the cap and prepare to release the spirit.
And there it goes back down. Wow. So we learned that matter is everywhere. It's all over the place, and that matter can exist in 3 main states: solid, liquid, gas.
Our final experiment, the bleeding paper.
You're not going to believe this paper in front of me. It's going to bleed when I smack it. It sounds spooky, right? No need to get scared. It's just science.
Fill a pan with water and some baking soda.
I'm going to place my hand inside just like this. Then I'm going to lift it up and smack it down on the paper. 3, 2, 1. The paper's bleeding.
The goldenrod paper is actually an indicating paper.
It indicates if something is an acid or a base. And since it turned red, it tells me that this in here is basically a base.
Baking soda is a base. Acids you can find around your house could be from lemons and limes.
If it's an acid, it stays orange. If it's red, that means it's a base.
Halloween hijinks to make your kids see the magic of science.